clavicle, okay? So I'm gonna have her take a step to her right because I need to be centered on her left clavicle. Okay, maybe go wise with our 40-inch SID. We're gonna center her clavicle of interest to the upright bucky and centered to the CR. We need to make sure that they're standing up nice and tall with their back flat against the board. Okay, so if they can, roll that shoulder backwards or posteriorly towards the board. Good. Okay, so I'm gonna feel medial. So here is AC joint or SC joint for her. We're gonna follow her clavicle back. Here is AC joint. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna connect the 2 points, and actually, if I center right here, sorry, this is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, you agree? So we just talked about maybe not being able to center this horizontal line on the medial portion or the lateral portion, but we need to split the difference and still center on her clavicle. So the crosshairs here of our CR are actually right on her clavicle. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna leave that. Our tube and bucky are lined up, okay? We're gonna get a marker in here, and we have to include what 2 joint spaces?
The SC joint and the AC joint.
The SC joint and the AC joint. So for Courtney, we can collimate side to side and top to bottom, but we can't clip these joints, okay? So I'm gonna leave a little bit of space or a little bit of light past her SC joint and a little bit of light past her AC joint, so I'm happy there. And then collimate top to bottom. Okay, so we've got a little light above her shoulder, about an inch, and then a little over an inch. Okay, and we've got a little bit light below. She's shielded. There is our marker in place. What are her breathing instructions? Somebody give them to her.
Hold your breath.
So, hold your breath and exposure. One thing that we didn't do for Courtney here, because she's doing such a good job, is we didn't instruct her to raise her chin. Okay, she's doing a great job at doing that, but make sure that that's part of your instructions to your patient before you walk away. Okay, so now we have the AP axial. AP axial, everything is exactly the same except for now we're going to angle our CR cephalically. So, how much would we angle for Courtney here?
30.
30. Why?
Because she's very thin.
Yeah, so she's more of the hyposthenic body habitus, so we are going to angle more for her. So if our CR angle is at 90 degrees, so perpendicular to the IR, what would our angle be when we angle 30?
120.
120. So we're going to angle up till we reach 120. Let that go. Now, this is probably going to be in your patient's eyes if we turn this light on once we start moving down. So keep the light off or cover the box so that you don't blind your patient. Our centering is going to be the same. So as long as she didn't move, we can find these crosshairs. Make sure we've got the SC joint. Make sure we've got the AC joint over here. And okay, so we are just a little tiny bit high here, so I'm going to drop this down. And I'm going to have you go to your left just a tiny, tiny bit. There you go. Maybe back just. There we go. All right, so now I've got crosshairs on her. There we go. Let's get it. Okay, we've got crosshairs on her clavicle. Sorry. All right, we moved our tube. What do we need to do? Line up our tube and bucky. So we'll move our bucky. We've still got a marker in there. We can collimate again, top to bottom. Okay, we need to make sure that we still have medial and lateral borders of the clavicle. We've got our marker in here. What are her breathing instructions?
Hold your breath.
So hold your breath and exposure.
You can breathe.
You can breathe.